Hello and welcome to our video, 10 informations you need to know about yesterday. In this video, we'll be covering some of the most important events that took place yesterday, giving you a quick summary of each one. Fear of Easter terror attack. According to the Belfast Telegraph, the Police Service of Northern Ireland has received strong intelligence indicating that terrorist attacks are being planned against their officers on Easter Monday. The police have expressed serious concerns about the possibility of public disorder in Londonderry aimed at trapping police officers. These developments come in the wake of MI5 raising Northern Ireland's terrorism threat level to severe last month, which indicates that the likelihood of an attack is very high. Tories fail to tackle Islamophobia. An ally of MP Nusrat Ghani has accused the Conservative Party of covering up instances of Islamophobia, following the clearing of former Chief Whip Mark Spencer of rule-breaking. Spencer had been accused of using Ghani's Muslimness as a factor in her dismissal, but no further action was taken after Environment Minister Rishi Sunak's announcement. The ally criticized the Conservative Party for their failure to address the smell of Islamophobia within their ranks. Israel bombs Lebanon. Early this morning, Israel conducted airstrikes on both Lebanon and Gaza in response to alleged rocket attacks by the Islamist group Hamas. The tension has been mounting since the police raids on Jerusalem's Al-Aqsa Mosque, which is considered Islam's third holiest site. The Israel Defense Forces stated that they targeted Hamas terrorist infrastructure in southern Lebanon. Meanwhile, Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh has vowed that Palestinians will not remain passive in the face of Israeli aggression. Lords needs more experts. The House of Lords needs more independent, expert peers, said the Lord Speaker. As controversy mounts over plans by former PMs Boris Johnson and Liz Truss to stuff the chamber with dozens of political allies and donors, John McFall said that the upper house was in danger of becoming out of sync. Asked by The Guardian if the number of independent peers was in danger of falling too low, he said, "We've got to keep an eagle eye on that." Report links COVID with market. Chinese scientists have recently released their analysis of samples collected over 3 years ago from the market that has been linked to the outbreak of COVID-19. This marks the first peer-reviewed study of biological evidence collected from the market in 2020, which has shown that swabs taken from the site that tested positive for the virus contain genetic material from wild animals. While some experts view this as additional proof that the disease was initially transmitted from an infected animal to a human, others have questioned why it took 3 years for the genetic content of the samples to be disclosed. Sun sets aside £127 million for hacking. According to company filings, News Group Newspapers, the publisher of The Sun, has allocated £127 million to cover the expenses of court cases related to phone hacking. The BBC reported that this sum includes a case brought by Prince Harry. The company stated that this funding will bring an end to the tail end of litigation that arose from long-standing disclosures that its staff had unlawfully intercepted voicemails of celebrities and other individuals. However, the company emphasized that this development is not an admission of liability on their part. Royals open archives to slave probe. The possibility of reparations for the royal family's involvement in the slave trade has not been dismissed by the king, who has endorsed a new research initiative on the matter. The royal household has granted access to its archives for a 3-year project examining the links between the royal family and slavery. This move has been noted by The Times as establishing a precedent that could result in a flood of historical inquiries into the royal past. Smart motorway pressure mounts. Following reports that the government has halted plans for constructing new smart motorways, activists are demanding the complete abolition of such roads. According to campaigners, smart motorways have been connected to at least 79 fatalities, although official data indicates that there were 38 deaths recorded between 2015 and 2019. Jack Gallowtree, who was seriously injured in an accident on a smart motorway stretch of the M6 near Manchester in April 2021, asserted that there's no question that the government should terminate this failed experiment. Daniels doesn't want Trump jailed. In her first interview since former U.S. President Donald Trump's indictment, Stormy Daniels stated that the king has been dethroned. The adult film star, who Trump purportedly made hush payments to, expressed her desire for the former president to be held responsible, but did not believe he should be incarcerated for his actions against her. Speaking to Piers Morgan, she said, "I don't think that his crimes against me are deserving of imprisonment. If he is found guilty of the other things he has done, absolutely." Ancient humans raved in caves. According to a recent study published in the journal Scientific Reports, researchers have found that revelers were consuming hallucinogenic drugs during cave ceremonies 3,000 years ago. The study shows that ancient human civilizations used a variety of hallucinogens derived from plants and bushes, as evidenced by strands of human hair from a burial site in Menorca, Spain. Professor Elisa Garridoche, from the University of Valladolid in Spain, suggests that users may have been experiencing a drug-induced altered state of consciousness during these ceremonies.